welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! Today is January 4th, so I'm a little bit late to the party, but Happy New Year! Happy 2022! Hope you guys are doing well, hope you guys are enjoying the new year so far. I'm pretty excited for 2022, especially for reading. I started reading a lot last year in 2021, so I'm excited to continue that into 2022. I do have some reading goals for this year. So, one of my reading goals is to read 75 books this year. Last year, my goal was to read 60 books, and I got there, barely. So, hopefully I can reach 75 books this year. My second goal is to read 22 nonfiction books. Because I do want to get into more nonfiction this year. I did read a lot of nonfiction last year, and I'm pretty picky with the nonfiction I read, so I'd like to be able to branch out a little more, add some biographies or autobiographies, some memoirs in there, some essay-based nonfiction books. I don't normally gravitate towards those types of books, so hopefully I can branch out more to those instead of just like self-help books, because those are the nonfiction books I usually read. So then my next one is to read at least 12 YA books, one YA book for each month. And that's only because I don't read a lot of YA. I tend to read more mystery, thrillers, or romance, and I guess a lot of the romances I read are YA romances, but I want to branch out from YA romance. I just want to read other YA books that are not YA romances. My last goal is to listen to 22 audiobooks. I just started listening to more audiobooks last year, and I really liked it. So this year, hopefully I can listen to more audiobooks. Which leads us into today's video, planning my January TBR. So I watch Emmy and the Book Leo, and I really love their planning their month's TBR videos, and I like to start doing that as well. I'm still learning, like, I guess my overall taste in books. I just know I'm really into mystery thriller, and I'm beginning to really like romances, so that's all I know so far. But like I said, this year I want to branch out into more genres, especially in YA and nonfiction. The first thing that we're going to plan is whether or not if I'm going to be doing a readathon for this month. So, like I said before, my reading goal is to read 75 books this year. That means I have to read at least 6 books every month. So for January, I think I'm gonna pick like 7 books. We'll see, because I am on winter break right now until January 16th, I think, is when I have to move back. So I have a lot of time to read. So I'm gonna try to pick 7 books for the month of January, and before I choose any books I want to read, I want to see if I'm going to be doing a readathon, because I haven't been able to join a lot of readathons last year because I was really busy, so I didn't structure my reading using readathons. I just picked up whatever book I had that I got from the library. I feel like it'd be really nice to start off the year with a readathon, but we'll see. We'll see what the generator will have to say. So I have this app, it's called Random, and they have a lot of different options, and then here's a yes or no. So, will I do a readathon in January? Yes or no? Yes, I'll be doing a readathon. Alrighty, so now I have to look for a readathon. Alright, be right back. Alrighty, so I found a readathon. It's by The Chaotic Reader. I'll put her profile picture here, and I'll put her YouTube in the description. I just put into YouTube January 2022 readathons, and this one popped up, and it's called the Exploration Games, or the Explorathon readathon for January. So I just watched her video, and I think I'm gonna be doing this readathon. This looks so fun. So basically, it's obviously a readathon where there's a bunch of obstacles. It's like, it says here in their Google Docs, I'm going to putting right here, it's like the Olympics where students can compete as individuals and on teams. You can join a team. There's 4 teams based off the 4 elements. There's air, water, earth, and fire. Since I'm a water sign, I'm gonna be joining the water team. It's called Team Splish Splash, hosted by Vanessa from Paper Fairy. I haven't watched any of their videos so far, but they all sound really interesting, so I might start watching some of their videos. But yeah, I'm gonna be joining Team Splish Splash. From what I could tell from the video from the Chaotic Reader, teams don't really mean anything. Like, you don't have to keep track of the books or anything, and there's not really like a point system either. It's just for fun. It's just basically a little competition between the hosts instead of us. But yeah, so there's individual events where the reading prompts come in, and there's a lot of reading prompts. Oh, also, every time you complete a prompt, or complete an event, actually, you complete an event, you give yourself a medal. And that's based off the book you read. So a bronze medal, and it's based off how you rate the book that you read. So for a bronze medal, it's 1 to 2.5 stars, silver is 3 to 4 stars, and then gold is 4.5 to 5 stars. So the prompts are archery, dueling, 500-meter dash, flying, weapon forgery, navigation, animal companion obstacle course, animal companion riding race, magic tournament, plant and wildlife identification, dear God, gymnastics, swimming, language fluency, obstacle course, and talent competition. So there's 15 prompts. Man, I would love to do all of them, but there's just no way. But it doesn't say that we can't stack the prompts, but I'd rather not stack the prompts, just because, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of don't want to. So we're going to be doing, so like I said, I wanted to read 7 books this month, or at least I'm going to try. So we're going to try to get 7 prompts. Right now I'm listening to Love Boat Taipei by Abigail Hing Wen. It's 11 hours long. I'm pretty much halfway through. I'm at the 5-hour mark right now. And it's pretty good so far. And I think this will be good for the flying event. And that's a book that makes your heart soar, which includes a romantic element. And in Love Boat Taipei, there is a lot of romance happening. So that works. Alrighty. So flying for the flying event, I'm going to be reading Love Boat Taipei by Abigail Hing Wen. Alright, so that's 1 book down. Let's see. Swimming, I might as well do swimming because I'm part of the water team. Swimming features water or set near the water. Okay, none of those are near water. Probably gonna have to check some of my audiobooks or ebooks that I tagged on Libby. I'm going to be trying to listen to more audiobooks simply because, like I said, it's winter break, so I have a lot of free time. And what I do while I listen to audiobooks is do jigsaw puzzles. I did this last winter break, like last year, and I had so much fun. And it was the reason why I got into listening to audiobooks in the first place. So I really, really want to do that again this winter break. So right now I'm doing this puzzle. It's pretty empty. It has some pieces in it because I was sorting the pieces and I put some pieces in here. But the rest of the pieces are downstairs. I'm doing the puzzle right now, and I'm listening to Love Boat Taipei while doing this, but it's a 1,000 piece puzzle, as you can see, so it's going to take me a very, very, very long time, because I take years. I take so long to finish a 1,000 piece puzzle, so I'm going to need a lot of audiobooks, maybe like 3, which is kind of pathetic, but it's okay. But yeah, alrighty, so now that you know, I'm going to be probably listening to more audiobooks than actually reading books, but that's okay. Alrighty, so, swimming, right? Maybe Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I hope I said her name correctly. I've heard about this book a little bit. I don't really know what it's about though. For years, rumors of the Marsh Girl have haunted Barkley Cove, a quiet town on the North Carolina coast. Okay, so that's near water, right? Yeah, okay. Features water or set near water. That's near water, I suppose. It's called The Marsh Girl. Marshes have water. So in late 1969, when handsome Chase Andrews is found dead, the locals immediately suspect Kaya Clark, the so-called Marsh Girl. But Kaya is not what they say. Sensitive and intelligent, she has survived for years alone in the marsh that she calls home, finding friends in the gulls and lessons in the sand. Then the time comes when she yearns to be touched and loved. When 2 young men from town become intrigued by her wild beauty, Kaya opens herself to a new life until the unthinkable happens. Interesting. Okay. I think I'll read this book. Borrow. Alright, cool. Also, let me show you my whoopsies. What I have so far. So I have Love Boat. I also have The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. I was listening to this earlier, or not earlier, like in November of 2021. And I really liked it so far, but then I couldn't finish it, so I had to return it. But I just got it back for the fun of it. So let's see if I can find a prompt that works for this one. But so far, 2 books down. I mean, I could put it for Obstacle Course, which is a book you are unsure about. The Glass Castle is pretty good so far. It's actually a memoir about Jeanette Walls herself. She talks about, like, basically her life growing up and how abnormal it was, and honestly how, she had a pretty bad childhood. Let's just say it that way. She didn't have a very good childhood. She didn't have a good time growing up, and now she's perfect. Now she's perfectly fine, but she does talk about how her childhood and her teenage years affect her now. So it's really, really interesting, and it's pretty hard to read, honestly. I don't know where else to put it other than Obstacle Course. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Language fluency, a translated work or set in a country outside of your own, or by an indigenous author. Let's see if Libby has what I'm thinking right now. It does. Okay, so, Like Water for Chocolate. I'm gonna borrow it. And the reason why I was thinking of this book was because my friend Esmeralda, she recommended me this book when I asked all my friends for their recommendations. She recommended me this book, and I didn't get to it last year. So I really, really want to read it now. And I know this book, I believe, is set in not the US. Yes, it's in Mexico, it looks like. Yes, in Mexico. So yeah, finally I'm gonna get to one of my friend's books. I haven't gone to one of my friend's books in so long, so it's nice to finally get to Esmeralda's book. Okay, 500 Meter Dash, a short read. I have my stack of books that I actually own right here. This is a pretty short read. Like, it's only, how long is this? 90 pages. I read it last year, like literally like last week, because I was trying to finish my Goodreads goal. And because I was rushing through it, I didn't really learn too much, honestly. I just read it to read it, which sucks, which is not how I should be treating this book. So I'm going to try again, and I'm actually going to take notes this time. So obviously the book is called Feminism for the 99%, a Manifesto, and I'm going to butcher all these names. Dang it, I learned how to say their names so long ago, and I forgot. Shinzia Arusa, Titi Bhattacharya, I hope I said that correctly, probably didn't, and Nancy Fraser. It's an alright book so far. I finished it. It's an alright book, but I know I would learn so much more if I actually took the time to read it carefully and take notes. So yeah, this will be for the 500 meter dash event. So that's 4 prompts. Talent competition, a book that some way involves a skill of your choice. Get creative with this one. A skill. Is scrapbooking a skill? I mean, I think it is, right? I don't know. Gymnastics, a book you think will have a twist. I don't know. Plant and wildlife identification, a pretty book. This gives me an excuse to put this book in. I mean, it's very bright, but I like the colors. I really like this color scheme. So this book is the Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. My best friend Daniel actually gave me this book for Christmas. So John Green is his favorite author, and Daniel really likes essay-based books. And this is an essay-based book. Essays on human-centered planet. If you guys don't know what the Anthropocene is, it's basically our era right now, like the human era, but specifically, as Google put it, it's the era where there's an environmental impact on the earth because of humans. I'm halfway through it right now. I began reading it as soon as I got it from my friend, but I don't know what's with me and nonfiction books this year, but especially near the end of the year, but I guess I've just been reading so many fiction books, and fiction is pretty easy for me to read, so I tend to speed read a lot of them, but I can't do that for nonfiction. Or I don't know if anyone can, but I definitely can't do that for nonfiction. So right after I finished a fiction book, I immediately started reading this book. And because it's an essay-based book, I thought I could just fly through it easily. I can't. I don't know why I thought I could, but I really should read this not quite slowly, but enough to understand what the heck John Green is talking about. And I understand what he's trying to say, but I'm just not really grasping everything he's saying. And this book is such a fun concept. So if you guys don't know what this book is about, it's basically John Green pretty much reviewing and rating different things in his life. Like, one thing I remember he rated was Penguins of Madagascar, specifically the movie. And it was really, really funny reading that chapter because I was like, oh, I watched that and I loved it as well. So it was really fun, him, what he had to say about it, and then him pretty much giving a star rating out of 5 stars. It's really, really cool. It's really, really funny. I really, really do want to read this. Like I said, I'm halfway through, but I think I'm going to start over on this book just so I can really, get into the book and actually enjoy it the way I should be enjoying it. So yeah, so this will be for the Plant and Wildlife Identification, a pretty book. How many was that? Oh, I lost track. Oh god. Language fluency, swimming, flying, right? Yeah. And 5. Okay, 5. 2 more books. Or a long read. Let's see. a long read, Fire and Blood. It's 26 hours. No, it's not. I lied. Not 26. Yeah, 26 hours? What the heck? That's definitely a long read. I don't know much about Fire and Blood either. I don't know anything about what I saved. Centuries before the events of A Game of Thrones. Oh, okay. House Targaryen? The hell is that? The only family of dragon lords to survive the doom of Valyria. I need to learn how to speak English. Took up residence on Dragonstone. Fire and Blood begins their tale with the legendary Aegon the Conqueror, creator of the Iron Throne, and goes on to recount the generations of Targaryens who fought to hold that iconic seat, all the way up to the civil war that nearly destroyed their nearly tore their dynasty apart. What really happened during the Dance of the Dragons? Why was it so deadly to visit Valyria after the Doom? What were Maegor the Cruel's worst crimes? It's gotta be a lot, right? What was it like in the Westeros when dragons ruled the skies? Okay, I'll get it. That was a very long read. That's probably honestly gonna take most of my jigsaw puzzle time. Alright, I got it. So that's a long read. So that's navigation. Okay, that's fun. Alright, one more. And I said a 5-star prediction, right? Map of Bones. This sounds so fun. Okay. So, during a crowded service at a cathedral in Germany, armed intruders in monks' robes unleash a nightmare of blood and destruction. But the killers have not come for the gold. They seek a more valuable prize, the bones of the Magi, who once paid homage to a newborn savior, a treasure that could reshape the world. With the Vatican in turmoil, Sigma Force leaps into action. An elite team of scientific and special forces operatives under the command of Grayson Pierce and accompanied by Lieutenant Rachel Verna of Rome's Carabinieri. Is that the police system there? They are pursuing a deadly mystery that weaves through sights of the 7 wonders of the world and ends at the doorstep of an ancient, mystical, and terrifying secret order. For there are those with dark plans for the stolen sacred remains that will alter the future of humankind, when science and religion unite to unleash a horror not seen since the beginning of time. The bones lead to ancient mysteries and present-day terror. To follow them means death. Y'all know that my favorite genre of all time is mystery thriller. It's easy. It has to be a 5-star. It just has to. So there we go. 7 books. I only got 3 physical books to show you. So let's recap. Alrighty. Okay, let's recap. So, Archery, a book you think will be a hit or a 5-star prediction. Map of Bones by James Rollins. 5 Meter Dash, a short read. Feminism for the 99%, a manifesto by Shinsia Arusa, Titi Bhattacharya, and Nancy Fraser. Wow, that is a lot of glare. What the heck? Flying, a book that makes your heart soar or includes a romantic element. Love Boat Taipei by Abigail Hing Wen. Navigation, a long read. Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin, which is 26 hours long. Oh my gosh. Plant or Wildlife Identification, a pretty book. The Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. Swimming. What did I say? Where the Crawbirds, no, not the Crawbirds. Every time I read that title, I always think Crawbirds. It's not Crawbirds. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. And Language Fluency, which will be Like Water for Chocolate by Laura Esquivel. That's 7 books. And then I guess I'll listen to The Glass Castle on the side just for funsies. This is exciting. I'm very excited for this month. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, so that's my plan for the month of January. If you guys are doing any readathons for the month of January, comment them down below. Also, if you're not doing any readathons, but if you are reading, what are your reading goals for the month of for the year of 2022. Dear God. Maybe my New Year's resolution is to improve my English. What the heck? But yeah, tell me what your goals, reading goals, or just any general goals are for the year of 2022. And yeah, thank you guys for coming back, watching my video. Hopefully this year will be a great year for all of us. I'll see you guys later. Bye!